Hello. It's Thursday. It's time to smoke this over. What's going on, people? I know I seem a little down. Not as animated as I normally am, but because it's just been a rough month of January. The year's starting off rough. You know, it's funny this wasn't happening when Biden was president. My years are starting off great. Y'all say it's supposed to be more money under the Trump regime. But don't damn sure feel like it starting off. But I digress. So welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know I am. I'm kind of a Southern champ. The way I feel, y'all know the sponsor. I don't need to go through all that. Um, you can find me on Fully Swap Radio, fullswapradio.com, sgpradio.com, as well as skyheartafterdarktv.com. You know, it's been rough. Um, First of all, I want to say thank you to all my smokers that voted for me for the AVNs. We did not win again this year. Actually, to my surprise, not only did the plug not win, another podcast named Pillow Talk won. And someone said something to me. They said, this political, blah, 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 blah. We know how these awards work. Oh, and by the way, this is a person that didn't do porn, and it's a white guy. So, do I want to go into racial shit? Not really. I just want to say congratulations to the motherfucker. Congratulations. Trust me, I wanted to win it. It feels good to be nominated, but after a while, nominations, eh, eh, it's not like winning it, actually having that award. I'm amazed because, like I said, I thought that the plug was going to win. It's crazy that the people that I'm closest to didn't win. And I never even heard of Pillow Talk. But then again, I guess they might say they never heard of me. So, congratulations, either way, Pillow Talk, on your win. Um, that's all I can say about that. You know. Is it an honor to be nominated twice? Yeah. I'd rather have won. So, this whole week been fucked up. Between the weather, I almost lost my phone. I haven't smoked any weed this week because I just ain't had the money to buy any. And just things just ain't been going right personally for me, and it's frustrating because you walk into the new year with a positive attitude, and that positive attitude gets pissed on and shitted on. Had a bunch of people that had to reschedule. Yeah, I could deal with that. Shit happens. I also learned something. My biggest pet peeve is being ghosted and knowing that you didn't do anything to be ghosted for. Have people sit here and say they want to do this with you, they want to do that with you, they want to work with you, and all this shit. And then when you try to get in touch with them, to further the conversation, you can't get in touch with them. They don't answer text, they don't answer DMs. Same issue I have in porn. So it made me, and one of the reasons why, because I had an opportunity to come out of retirement. Actually, two opportunities that might could happen. And both these opportunities, both the ladies ghosted me. I don't know if it's something I said or done. I don't think anything I did. It's just one thing I learned about this industry that has always been true and never changed. Some of these motherfuckers are just not professional. Nor do they understand, and not even on the professional side, on the personal side. Don't make promises you can't keep. Don't tell somebody you're going to do something. See, me, I don't never tell somebody I'm going to do something and don't do it. I like keeping my word. Like my man Scarface say, all I got is my balls and my words, and I don't break them for nobody. And it's funny how females can break promises, can break so much shit, and they like it ain't nothing. I was raised to keep my word. It's good personally and it's good professionally. Because down the line, that person that you break your word with, you might actually need on a professional or even a personal level. You might need some money one day. And you ain't got nobody else to call but my black ass. And I'm gonna remember how you ghost me. Now all of a sudden you want to call me and ask for something. Or ask for a favor. What makes you think I'm gonna give you that favor? You ghosted me. You shitted on me. I have never ghosted anybody. I am man enough, professional enough, and grown up enough to sit here and say, if I don't want to fuck with you no more, I'll just tell you over the phone. I'll tell you in a DM. I'm not gonna ghost you. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't see your phone. I have no reason to ghost anybody. But what it tells me with people that do ghosting is that they really don't respect friendships. They don't respect business relationships. They don't respect anything. So that bothered me. I'm like, as you can see, to show you how bad my week is, I don't even smoke these hardly. I ain't even got no cigarettes. See, the thing about it is, you want to be respected for the work that you do. You want people to see your work and respect it and look at it. Unfortunately, that's not the case in this day and age. See, for the time I was in the business to now, I see how unprofessional some of these females and even some of the guys are. But we talking about the females today. See, because if the roles are switched and I ghosted any of these females, they will go online and drag me. I didn't do that. I ain't even said names. If you know, I ain't said their name. But they know who they are if they hear this. And there ain't no fucking excuse to ghost anybody. If you're going through something mental, just say, look, I just want to let you know I ain't forgot about you. I'm just dealing with some shit. I'll catch up with you later. Simple text, simple DM. But people can't even do that. Can't even do that. But it is what it is, man. So that's what I've been dealing with. So once again, I want to say thank you to all my smokers that have voted. Thank you to everyone that had voted for the Smokers Lounge for this AVN. Now, I'm just going to say this now. I am not going to, when the pre-noms begin for Urban X, I'm not even going to sit here and try to get y'all to pre-nom for me. That what y'all want to do, please, by all means, vote for me to be nominated for Urban X. But I'm not, but let's be real. Urban X is no different than AVN. If it ain't somebody kissing Stilts' ass, they're not going to get nominated. No disrespect to Stilts, but I know how this game works. You're loyal to those who give you money and you can get something off of. That's how this business works. That's how porn works. That's how this business worked for hundreds of years. And that's what it comes down to. So am I expected to get nominated for the AVN? No. Am I expected to be nominated for the ASN? No. I fought to get nominated for the AVN. Now, would I love to win the Urban X over AVN? Oh, yeah. Would I feel over the moon if I get nominated for Urban X? Yeah, because that's the one award that I would have won more so than AVN. And that puts me closer. But I already know I ain't going to get nominated because you want to know why. No matter how much you people vote, Stilts is not going to nominate me. You want to know why? Because I ain't putting no money up for the Urban X, and I probably won't even go to the fucking award ceremony. So she's going to nominate everybody that kiss her ass. She's going to nominate everybody that spends money on the Urban X. Period. It is what it is. I understand how these work. One hand wash the other. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. See, I'm not in the crowd. I've never been one to want to be in the crowd. I didn't go to Hollywood when I broke into this business. I always wanted to be an outsider. I always been a loner, independent. You feel me? And that's how I work. So, once again, thank you all. Everyone was saying, it's okay, it happens. At least you got nominated. No, motherfuckers, I'm competitive as fuck. I want to win. Everything I do, I want to win. I want to be the best at what the fuck I do. I want to be at the top of my profession. I didn't think I would be at the top of my profession in podcast until I saw I'm right there at it. But oh well, I didn't even think I'd be monetized on YouTube. I didn't think I'd ever make money with this shit. But somehow, some way, it happens. So, and two, also, I want to speak on some comments. For any of you motherfuckers that sit here and say I'm the worst interview, because I saw somebody post that. If I'm such a worst interviewer, why did you watch the whole fucking interview, you dumb piece of shit? Let me say this. I interview the way that I interview. You don't like the way I interview? Don't watch my shit. Trust me, I'm not going to lose sleep. I don't even make money off of YouTube. I'm still number one on Base Spot. I'm still number one on Good Pause and Sexuality. So I can give two shits about what y'all think. Honestly. I mean, actually, majority of y'all comments is negative as fuck majority of the damn time, but I noticed that when I look on YouTube a lot. So to the person that had that to say, so much to say, thank you for giving comments, but go fuck yourself. And that's just being honest. I just felt like saying that because I'm in the mood to talk shit. So there you go. So now, what are we going to smoke over today? Well, conversation tonight. That has been the conversation for the past couple of days. By the time y'all see this, I don't know what else might came out. For some of you people that don't know what Conversation Tonight is, it's a show that features a bunch of relationship gurus. Kitty Rose, Ace Metaphor, Theo, I don't know who the fuck that dude is, and one of my favorites, Keita Rose. Not be confused with Kitty Rose. And Kitty Rose has been on the tear, doing a bunch of videos exposing Conversation Tonight. And I heard everybody and their mama give their opinion upon it. Even Joe Budden even mentioned it on his show. And I listened to a bunch of people talk about it. And I also heard all sides of it. I heard Kitty. I heard Keita Rose. I even sat there and listened to what Ace Metaphor had to say, which is funny because why the fuck are you doing these lives with your shirt off? Kind of cringy, don't you think? And it's funny because one YouTuber said, yo, he ain't said nothing. Ace Metaphor ain't said a word. And this, then the third. I had to say in this comment, dude, he done did like 6 lives discussing this. What you mean he ain't said a word? He been talking about it all week. I'm not going to sit here and trash Ace Metaphor because he's doing nothing no different than the YouTubers are doing. Giving you a fake facade for y'all ladies to buy into. Because the easiest marks in the world are women. I know y'all say men too. No. Women, more marks. Because the difference with us is we'll lend you our attention. We ain't going to lend you our dollars. Women will lend their dollars. Actually, if you go look at some of these videos, how many men stood up and asked questions? How many men did you see in the crowd? And if you did see men, they were there with a woman because their woman dragged them to the event. I was hearing that some of these tickets was ranging from $60 to $200 a pop. Now, where should I start with this? Well, so you can understand my background. I have thrown events. I've never thrown a tour, but I have thrown events. I have lost money on events. I have made money on events. I have broke even on events. So It's one thing to throw an event, it's another thing to throw a fucking tour. One, you got to pay for the venue. You got to make sure everybody gets there. You got to pay for the makeup artists, the hairstylists. You know what I'm saying? That's if the girls don't do their own hair. He had to pay for the video, the people to film it, and to edit it. So I'm pretty sure that he broke even on a lot of these shows. That's why he wasn't able to pay some of these people. Because I'm sorry, you can have a sellout and still don't make no money. Because your overhead is more than your underhead. Period. Do I think all these allegations of him sleeping around and fucking all the chicks is going to hurt him? Not really, because it's going to make girls go see him. Because you want to know why? Black women love bad men. Y'all love Derek Jackson. He was a piece of shit. Y'all love Ace Metaphor, which is funny. I didn't know. Funny how I found out that he's actually a student of Derek Jackson. He actually toured with Derek Jackson. Interesting. I said, and don't get it twisted. They have some good advice here and there. But the problem is with people is that y'all don't know the difference between entertainment and hero worship. A lot of you women worship these people. Y'all treated them as if they were stars. That's why Ace Metaphor, if he did get pussy, whether it's from disabled women or even people from the staff, yeah, he's the money, he's the face, he's the organizer, he's the boss. Y'all sit there and look crazy when Joy Taylor supposedly fucked the boss of her shit. What's the difference? Yeah, they're gonna fuck him because he's the boss. Are y'all surprised that he was getting pussy on tour? Yeah, he was gonna get pussy on tour. You're on tour. You're surrounded by all these women. And let me make this clear. A lot of these relationship gurus, they are lames. They won't get in pussy before they're fame. They won't get any attention from women before they're fame. See, let me tell you how they get over on y'all. It's called the preacher's cadence. I'm doing it now. You say things, then you stop, let them marinate. You emphasize certain things. You repeat things that you want to emphasize. He did that shit to the T. Same thing as Derek Jackson. I'm gonna tell you what was funny. When I saw Kitty Rose do a video in the car, I said, well, damn, she's a female Derek Jackson, because that's all the videos he did was in the car. And the other part of this is y'all will take advice from people that, honestly, I don't know why y'all taking advice from them. Take advice from people that's living the life. Like I said before, I don't want to hear a dude talk about relationships and he ain't got a woman. He ain't been married or even have a wife. I'm not going to take advice from a lady about relationships and she's been divorced 3 or 4 times. Failure teaches you failure. Success teaches you success. You can learn from your failure, but if you continue to fail, you didn't learn anything. That's why I got that saying. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? See, the problem is that, one, he became too ambitious with his goals. 2, he thought he had the infrastructure to run this. He didn't. You changing contracts shows me that. You putting stuff into your personal account speaks volumes. That tells me you had no business infrastructure. That's why you couldn't pay everybody. That's why you're going through this now. Because if you had paid everybody right, would nobody have an issue? You could have been doing all this wrong shit, fucking all these bitches, getting all this pussy. They wouldn't have said a word or gave a fuck. long as you were getting paid, because that's what it's about. If Keita Rose is getting paid her worth, she wouldn't have said a word. She'd probably still be on the show. But that's what it comes down to. Not everybody is meant to do business. I can't take relationship advice from a coach that can't even do business properly. Because how you do your business is how you run your relationships. Because business relationships is no different than actual romantic relationships. They both can go left with a misunderstanding or a mistake. No. See, that's what I find interesting about this whole situation, because it's a teachable moment. One, if you're going to do a tour, you got to be mindful of your money. You got to be mindful of how you're paying everybody. You can't pay one more than the other, because they all are there. And I guarantee you, he paid the special guest more than he paid his core fan, his core group. So when you bring in Janelle Bryant on there, and this person, that person, they're going to ask for a higher rate than what you're paying the other guy, which in turn is going to throw off your business finances, because you may not have it to pay them. You may not make it to pay them. So guess you're going to sacrifice. You're going to pay that special guest before you pay your co-host. You want to know why? Because that special guest is special guest. They had a certain price. And you don't want that reputation of not paying the special guest. So you'll take the chance with not paying your crew or paying them later or whatever it is, so that you can save face with that special guest. One, he shouldn't even have special guests. You should know how much you're working with. And if I ain't got special guest money, I'm not bringing them on. And that's facts. Sometimes our ambition is more than our money can handle. Two, don't fuck the help. See, that's another thing. See, let me tell you what happened. He got fame, he got money. And because majority of these relationship gurus, especially the guys, they don't get pussy. So when you put in a position where I'm on the road and all these women, because I'm sitting here pandering and talking to them, want to throw you the pussy because they think that you are the greatest of man. Guess what? Yeah, they're gonna throw the pussy at you. Cause they sit here and hear how you just trash men and how you say men ain't this and that. And it makes women pussy wet, because guess what you're telling them? It's not you, it's him. It's not you, it's him. You know how many women love hearing that? You know how much pussy get wet when a woman hear that? It's not you, it's him. And then the funny part when Kitty Rose was talking about Kitty Rose and how she eat ass. She actually said it. She love to get peed on. She love to eat ass. She even went up there and I love how when people get exposed, they immediately want to go to God and say, yeah, I read a Bible scripture, yada, 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 yada. Well, if you really believed in God and God's word, you wouldn't have got exposed, because there was nothing to be exposed. And Keita had a point. Yeah, a crackhead has great advice, but it makes sense. But the crackhead ain't going to sit there pretending they're not a crackhead. All these fuckers, they're basically self-projecting when they give you their advice. The guy they tell you to look out for is actually them. Hence Derrick Jackson. Hence Ace Metaphor. Hence Kitty Rose. They're telling you what dude to look out for, because they're speaking from that personal experience, because they're that dude. when Keita Rose said, it very telling when he said, if your relationship was going great and then your man cheated on you, you shouldn't break up with him because you was happy before he cheated. It's not like a man that didn't cheat on his woman and is afraid that she finds out he's going to leave, so he's putting the manifestation of you shouldn't leave. Self-projection. Just like when Candace Owens said, talk about black folk, self-hate. When Dr. Umar talk about that shit with the snow bunnies, it's because he would love to have a snow bunny, but no snow bunny would want to have him. A lot of these gurus are false prophets. For you religious folks, it said in Revelations, I don't know which one. Hold on, let's find it real quick, shall we? False prophets. False prophets. Here we go. Let's see if we can find it. In Revelations, beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but unwardedly are ravenous wolves. They weren't talking about just preachers. They were talking about experts, people who claim to be experts. See, when I talk about porn, I talk from a place because I did porn. Did porn for 15 years. When I talk about music, I come from a place of doing music. I did music for 10 years. When I talk about photography, I was a photographer. And when I talk about podcasting, I'm a podcaster for the past 4 years. Pretty decently successful at it. Period. I don't pretend to be unflawed. I don't pretend to be perfect. I'm here to tell you, I'm the last person you want to get relationship advice from. But I also let you know that if I give you relationship advice, that I done been through a whole bunch of breakups. I done did this. Hell, I got 2 baby mamas. I don't hide my past. But a lot of these gurus, they hide their past. Like Neil Fugazi. You talk all this shit about single mamas, but you end up dating and marrying a single mama. And becoming a baby daddy to the single mama and whatchamacallit. But then you say, and I love how we love moving the goalposts. We're a special case. That's how many of these motherfuckers think. Just like academics when he groomed that white boy. I'm a special case because I'm academics. I'm a special case because I made some metaphor. I just love how he sat here and did these lives. And you're doing these lives with your shirt off. For what? So the women can look at your chest? At first, I'm pretty sure the two was married and it was straight. But then when that pussy got thrown at him, women start coming at him. Women wanted to fuck him, throwing drawers at him. He was ready to fuck. He did what any man would do. Because I keep saying this, when you got money, the temptation becomes stronger, not less strong. When you're a public figure, when you're a guru that speaks for women technically, you become a rock star in many ways. And guess what? Women gonna want to fuck you. Because they see a man that gets them. And it turns them on. The reason why men listen to Kitty Rose because she was a pretty ass chick that was speaking Kevin Samuels rhetoric. Now, if she was an ugly chick speaking Kevin Samuels rhetoric, y'all wouldn't care. But because she's a good looking dark skinned chick, oh man, she got it spot on. Even though this chick got, from what I understand, a whole bunch of kids and been divorced and married and I don't even want to go into all the shit that Kid Rose was saying because, like I said, that between Kid Rose and them, that has, in other words, her character is flawed. But yet, y'all give her your money, y'all give her your time, and y'all lend her your ear. See, if you not noticed, these past 2 years, it's been revealing because it was relationship goals. How many of these relationship goals couples, black love couples, had broken up? Relationships went down the toilet. You feel what I'm saying? I'm even hearing it now. Michelle Obama and possibly Barack might be getting a divorce. See, that's why I said it's funny because everyone had something to say about DJ Envy, right? But DJ Envy is still with his. They're the perfect example of how to get through adversity in a relationship because he didn't cheated. She done took him back. She told him he couldn't make her come for 10 years. They had the hard conversations. See, that's one thing that these gurus don't ever tell y'all. Sometimes you got to have that hard conversation. They give you every other bit of advice, but the advice of how to have a hard conversation in your marriage. That's why I bring on swinger couples, because swinger couples do that. In order for them to survive in this lifestyle, they got to be able to talk to each other and have hard conversations. Deal with jealousy, deal with this, and deal with that, and be able to work through it. That's why their marriages last longer. Trust me, there are less divorce rates in the swing community than there is in the regular community. Despite the fact the swing community is small, but still. I saw so many of these videos, man. It's like everybody and their mama did a damn reaction video to this shit. And I just find it funny and hilarious because I knew this was coming. Because name one relationship guru that didn't get exposed for their fakeness. Fresh and Fit, Derek Jackson. And at some point, Kevin Samuel, if he didn't die, he would have been exposed too. Because those who have advice sometimes don't even follow the advice that they give you. Sometimes you got to remember, even with preachers, they're human. They're fallible. They're not Jesus, and they damn sure ain't God. They're human beings, flesh and blood. They have temptation, they have lust, they have all that. They are very much not beyond reproach. But y'all sit here and believe and swear by their words, just like Trump. MAGA is a cult. Hands down, it's a cult. Everybody, to be honest with you, all these YouTubers are full of shit. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a podcaster. I don't present any falsehood anywhere on my platforms because I just don't. I don't pretend to be better than my smokers. I don't pretend to know every fucking thing. I'm here to present stories and examples and to teach and to educate. But nor do I sit here pretend to be a preacher, nor do I pretend to be greater or so perfect. I'm not. Nor will I ever pretend to be that. I am a man, grown man that makes mistakes, that makes fuck ups. And I am willing to take accountability for thus fuck ups. Let me tell you how you sway accountability. When the first thing you holler is, yeah, I had to go. God sent me to the Bible, and I went to Isaiah 22, and I wanted to do this and this and this and this, right? Well, God must have been speaking to you before, but you didn't want to listen to him because you was making all that goddamn money. But then when Keita Rose get up here and expose your ass and put up a video to you talking about eating ass and getting peed on, now you want to go to the Bible. what you quote in the Bible verse post to make us look at you less whorish? In actuality, it would make people listen to you more because that means that you are fallible. I can't listen to someone that never did anything wrong because he can't tell me how to come back from it. I can't listen to somebody for a redemption arc and they never had to be redeemed. That's why I love the Sith. Why I love Star Wars, because you have redemption arcs left and right. See, y'all are so much looking for a Messiah, whether it's politically, whether it's socially, or whether it's in a relationship. Y'all think these people have all the answers, but they present more questions than answers. See, y'all women put money into Derrick Jaxn. Some of y'all threw pussy at this motherfucker. And then come to find out he was married. That he was just as terrible as the dudes that you were trying to avoid. Actually, the dude that he told you to avoid, he was one of them. Hence, same as Ace Metaphor. Come on, people. You really think a dude with the name of Ace Metaphor is worth listening to? All because he talks like this and he repeats things 3 times. He repeats things 3 times. And he hits the emphasis. It's no different than Dr. Umar because he got an African name, he got doctor in the front of it, and he speaks like a preacher. You automatically think that he is a know-it-all. Half the time he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. That's why there's a saying, a fool have all the answers. A brilliant mind asks questions. A wise man asks questions. See, the point being is, y'all spend all this money to go see these people. Not for entertainment, for clarity. Yeah, a lot of them motherfuckers went for clarity. Clarity. So somebody can tell them that their life ain't fucked up. It ain't them that fucked up the relationship. It's not you, it's him. That's why y'all went to these shows. It's not because you found it entertaining what they were talking about and Keita Rose is funny and this, that, and the third. No. Y'all went to get advice. Advice. Because y'all needed somebody to justify your fucked up relationship and your fucked up love life. Yeah, that's why y'all went to them shows. We go to comedy shows to laugh and to escape from the world. We go to concerts to listen to great music. Y'all go to these relationship guru shows for therapy. And these ain't even therapists. None of these motherfuckers are educated in relationship therapy. None of them have a background in relationship therapy. All they did was listen to some old school barbershop talk, grandma, granddaddy, auntie conversations about relationships, and they regurgitate the shit. They figured out all I got to do is tell you women that these men ain't shit. The reason why he don't want to be with a big girl because he ain't man enough to be seen with one. He cheats because of this. He this. Because some of y'all women don't want to be accountable for your end of why the relationship fucked up. It takes 2 for a relationship to go south, not 1. It takes 2. Your man saying he ain't getting no pussy, and you ain't giving him no pussy, why the fuck you mad he went to go cheat? Take a man at his word. Take a man at his word, babe. Yeah, most men that go on them tours, they're going to fuck other chicks. It takes a strong relationship mature guy not to cheat. And it goes back to what I said. He has to look at you as the best thing he ever will get in life. That what keeps his dick in his pants when this fine ass Instagram model looking bitch that was listen to his ass talk that relationship guru shit, pussy then got wet, and she decided to roll up to him and say, "Hey, Ace Metaphor, I am such a fan. Oh my god! And every time I hear you, my pussy get wet." Oh, really? Well, maybe you can come back to my room and we can talk about it. See, a relationship mature man, one, would never put himself in that position. Two, he go into a room full of butt naked, drop dead gorgeous women and walk the fuck back out. Why? Because he don't want to fuck up home. But see what happens when these niggas get money, they don't care about fucking up home because they look at it, the bitch ain't gonna leave anyway because she enjoying that lifestyle. Or I can get another bitch anyway, so what's the point? Because me having more money gives me more options. That's the thought process. But also, you can tell if niggas are not used to getting, having, or fucking baddies by the way they act when they're on the road. If they that quick to fuck chicks, that means they won't get in pussy to begin with walking before they got on tour. Y'all give these celebrities, y'all give these men too much credit. Men, we don't get pussy like that. Don't let these niggas fool you. They don't. That's why they give a fuck about a body count, because they ain't got one. They give a fuck about a body count because they ain't getting a lot of pussy. So they don't want a woman that's getting more dick than they're getting pussy, because you want to know why? Because she got more to compare to than you do. And you may not be that great in bed. That's why a real alpha don't worry about body count. I don't worry about the nigga behind me. I'm worried about me. Because I know confident wise, can't no nigga roll with me. Any female I date, I'm probably better than the nigga before. But you beta want to be alpha niggas, y'all worried about that body count. Because I don't know, man. She don't fuck these many dudes and she may not like my sex. She might like her ex sex. Because we all know there's an ex that fucked the brakes off her ass and probably fucked her better than you. Very few times that you are the best she ever had. And you know that. Actually, some of you niggas know that your dick is whack. That's why you worry about a body count. Because if you know you had good dick, you wouldn't be worried about a body count because you know you're going to handle business when you get older. Some of you niggas need to learn how to eat pussy. That's just me. And see, it's funny because even with Shorty, when she was saying she eat ass, she get peed on, I found that sexy myself. Shit, I would love to fuck with her. But that don't mean I'm going to marry her. But even if I meet a girl that's into that, I don't mean I will not marry her. It takes more than being peed on and eating ass for me to call you wifey. It's how you treat me. Can you stimulate my mind as well as my body? See, that's the problem. Some of you motherfuckers don't understand that. So, for what I've seen here, is that the problem is your man didn't have a good financial input. He did not have a good business structure. He just decided to do a tour because he got a lot of attention with that YouTube. He got a lot of attention with the TikTok. He started to make money and he got overly ambitious. But if you do not have a financial structure, no matter how successful a tour may be, it's not going to work because you're not going to generate profit. But that's the whole purpose of this: generate profit. When he said, "Yeah, I'm working in the red," it's because yeah, I'm not surprised you're working in the red because look at the venues that he's booking. See, poor minds are smart enough to book small venues where it's not going to cost as much, and they'll make more money than they lose. He, on the other hand, he wants to book these big venues. He's talking about going to Canada. He's talking about going overseas. That costs money. Then you want to promise these people hotels, you want to promise them travel and all that. That costs money. So unless your tour is generating enough money to where not only you able to do that, and you are able to make at least twice of what you spent, that tour was not a success. It was a failure. Period. I hear people talk about AEW, how they don't make money on the road because they're not getting sellouts. Yeah. You can't if it you can't overshoot your shot, man. You can't. And that what happened. He didn't make no money. As much as y'all think he made money, let me tell you where he make his money from. The YouTube, selling the merchandise, and probably motherfucking sending him donations. I don't think he made much money from that tour. Maybe the first now if he did maybe a show here and a show there, it would have been different. But we're talking about a tour. That takes a lot of money, man. Live Nation spends millions on people's tours. They had a set, they had this, and if you notice, as the years grew, the set got better. That costs money. So he started spending more money as the years moved, as the years grew. He spent more money, more money, more money. And guess what? After a while, he started spending more than he was making. Because if you're not able to pay your people on time, that means you're not making the money. I know this because I done thrown shows. I done thrown shows where I lost money. I still had to pay the host. I had to pay the host some of the money, then come back after I got my paycheck and pay them the rest. Because I didn't break even. I had to pay the DJ. I had to pay this. I had to pay that. Oh, I also had to deal with the bar. The bar had to make a certain amount. Then I had to pay the bar tab. I done did shows where I made a profit. I did shows where I broke even. I did shows where, hell, I didn't even break even. I didn't even make no money. I had to borrow money from people just to get home for gas. So, yes, I know what it takes to throw a show. And I even know what it takes to throw a tour. That's why I would never do a tour until we making enough money to where it merits that. To where I can pay everybody with no problem. I can cover travel and hotel with no problem. But see, with him, let me tell you, he probably saw it's time to shut this tour down. Maybe we need to just do it in one city, so forth and so forth, right? But what happened was that pussy, them women, that attention, being famous, being known, being loved. So despite the fact it may not be in his best financial interest to continue the tour, he continued the tour so he continued to get some pussy. Because that's the motivation for majority of these motherfuckers when they do this shit is pussy. Majority of YouTubers want to get famous. Why? So they can get pussy. It ain't about the money. They want to get pussy. They want a female to walk up to them and say, "Oh, I love you." They want that groupie love. That's what it is. That's why niggas do. That's why motherfuckers do the OnlyFans. That's why majority of these dudes getting porn. That's why a lot of these motherfuckers want to become rappers. It's the reason why a lot of these motherfuckers want to become relationship gurus. Because they see the power of being a relationship guru because you women fall for it every time. And it gives them an opportunity to get pussy. Because let me tell you what happening. A lot of these relationship gurus, y'all go in their DMs and you want to fuck them. Because you want to be that girl that fucked the relationship guru. It feeds into his ego. It makes him feel better. It makes him feel great. So guess what? He decides, might as well. Why do you think Derek Jackson did it? Look at his fucking wife. How much pussy you think? You think Derek Jackson was getting the quality pussy he was getting after he became famous? You think he was getting that same quality pussy before? No. But when he became Derek Jackson, that dude, oh my God, the baddest chicks in the world were throwing it at him. Ace Metaphor saw this and took the same techniques, the same business model, and ran with it. And what's interesting about it is, once again, guess who was all there to listen to this? Men don't listen to relationship gurus. They listen to red pill niggas. They listen to the male bash, the male bashing. Excuse me, they listen to the female bashers. Women listen to the relationship gurus. That's why they didn't like Kitty Rose, because she was a relationship guru that was on the man's side. Now, if she had talked as if, nah, men are fucked up, oh, women would have loved her. Men love hearing dudes that say women are fucked up. Women love listening to dudes that say men are fucked up. The ultimate business model. Trash your own sex to get money from the opposite sex. The greatest business model ever invented. Think about it. Kevin Samuels trash dudes, but one video of him calling a girl a linebacker made him a star. Dr. Umar trashes men. You see how this works? Why Dr. Umar do that? Pussy. The greatest grift is relationship grifting. The greatest scam is the relationship guru. The number 2 greatest scam is the red pill people. And none of them live the life that they portray, because it's a facade. We all wear a mask. I heard one dude said, "Nah, I'm real. This is what I do." No, nigga, you know different than the other YouTubers. You just as fake. You just sound a little bit more convincing. That's why I don't take anything that any of these gurus say seriously. Maybe because I'm old enough to know the difference, or maybe I'm smart enough to see that they're full of shit and they're just for entertainment. Not everything is to be taken literally. Some things are just to be taken in jest and be entertained by it. Because how can a person who has failed in relationships tell me how to maintain a good one? You can't. Only thing you can tell me is how to fail in one. A dude, just like today, the Buffalo Bills lost, right? Mahomes and them can tell me how to win because they show when they can win. The Bills, only thing they can tell me is how to lose. We worship people too much. Unless that motherfucker was born of a miraculous birth, unless that motherfucker is able to do some shit physically that no human being on the planet can do, we have no reason to worship anybody. We can revere somebody, we can look up to somebody, we can learn from people. But it's different between learning and worshiping. Y'all worship these motherfuckers. That's why y'all hearts be hurt when you find out that they're full of shit. So, and that's my thoughts on tonight's confusion. So I'm pretty sure Keita Rose is going to drop some more videos discussing what happened in the breakup and who the fuck she worked for. And I believe every word that Keita Rose says, because you want to know why? She had no reason to lie. Because I truly believe Ace Metaphor was flawed. I could tell. Because most dudes like him are. Those that try to lead, I keep saying this, leaders are not made. They're chosen. And it's by their actions, their words. They don't ask to lead. They're kind of put in that position. Do you think he was put in that position, or he put himself in that position, and y'all just fell for it? I'm done for the night. I hope y'all enjoyed this Thursday. Y'all know what to do. I don't need to say no more. Please subscribe to Premium Smoke Room, 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. Special events and my Triple X content is over there. Also on Spotify, subscribe over there. I got some good stuff on Spotify for my subscribers. Also, get a membership on YouTube and like, comment, and subscribe over there. So I'm done. I'm about to go lay down, chill out, enjoy the rest of the night, and eat some chili. Because it's been a rough week. Just glad the fucking week is over. So that being said, life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? If you haven't learned anything, smoke this over.